You hate to see it, don't you? You do hate to see it. Welcome everyone to another new episode of Audio Radio. In English this time, we're gonna add a bit more people into the target audience. I'm gonna hope this episode reaches a bit more. No idea really why. I don't really have a plan for this episode, but I hope you'll get some enjoyment out of my rambles. So yeah, in English, the last Audio Radio episodes were kind of redacted territory at this point. Mainly because, well, no, how to put this? Reality can really look you in the face and change within like a minute. And I got clowned a lot about things about fishes and whatnot. And at this point, it's okay. At that point, I thought I was something that I was not just yet. But at some point, I'll reach that point. But recently, what have I been doing? What have I been doing? A bit of creative differences allowed me. A bit of creative differences between me and the management did need me to go on a little bit of a vacation. At that point in that one tournament, the fateful tournament where I played awful and said mean words on the internet, I was silenced, and then after a set that I was very opinionated about against a Leo player whose name escapes me. I was silenced during that, and he had the audacity to say GG to me, which is really impolite when you're almost losing a 9-1 matchup. But what can I tell you? Listen, man, if I had one 9-1 matchup in the entire game, I'd never say GG. I'd say sorry. I'd apologize to my opponent, especially since it was game 5 and it was almost a reversal. But listen, man, I'm not here to make any commentary on anyone else's play. I played badly the entire night, and I don't think that final set was any different. And it made me... I haven't been appreciating Guilty Gear. Well, no. I guess that's ironic to say, huh? Have I ever appreciated Guilty Gear? I'd say I have, but to what extent was that enjoyment destructive in its nature? Because as everyone knows, you can have fun when you're winning. It's like League of Legends. But that doesn't make League of Legends a good game or a good experience. But that's mostly due to team elements. Oops, that was input. Yeah, but sometimes I do funny things, and sometimes I do laugh. I do a funny little haha laugh. Puts me in a good mood. Sometimes when I get a good moment in Guilty Gear. But how much of that is worth the very, very real emotional fucking distress that I put myself in forever? So back to the topic. Back to the topic at hand. My little exile trip. I haven't been playing Guilty Gear as much. I went to winter resort thing to go sliding in the mountains this Saturday, and then I had homework to do. This entire Sunday I just did homework for like 7 hours. It was awful. I have like a month more to do. A month and a half. 6 weeks. For those who didn't know and who don't know my educational trajectory, I'm back to school now for half a semester because I failed a class last year and I have to redo it this year, and it's just a half semester thing. So now after having a job for like a year, I have to return to the things I don't want to do, which is having to do homework and stuff like that. The beautiful thing about work is that once the clock turns to 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. or whenever you fucking finish, you don't have anything to do. You don't have anything to worry about. Until you're like a big shot executive, but at that point I'd rather literally fucking PMS. And that's on G. Yeah. What was I saying? Something about exiling. Oh yeah. So I've been playing a lot of WoW recently, a lot of Genshin, a lot of playing homework as well. Can't help but do homework when you have a fucking workload that fucking massive, because this program's a fucking joke. And now I'm with another batch of students, because all my friends were the year previously, which graduated last year, and now I'm just stuck with some random bozos, so that's kind of taxing, but what can you do? What can you do? I'm just here for half a semester. I'm just gonna do my job and then return to my job, which is not my job, but job, you know? Back to things that interest you and not my fucking stupid personal life for losers. For the times I have been playing Guilty Gear, I've not been doing tower stuff, which is uncharacteristic, I suppose. Because I've done tower stuff forever in my entire life. I'm level fucking 5,000 or something. We're closing in on 5k. I've been grinding in the Yuri Chord. Just kind of poking the matchmaking role over there and having an awful time because people are fucking cracked at the game. And I'm simply not. Why am I trying to match with this happy chaos player? Am I ill? Oh god, holy shit, 150 MS too? It's crazy. Okay. I've been getting my ass kicked and it's been really... it has been really taxing. Because every time I open the game I just kind of get my shit kicked in. By matchups that like are supposed to be advantageous, or so I'm told. Again, I think their Geo-Axel matchup is losing to even for Giovanna this patch because of Axel's buffs and Geo's stagnation. But the Axel players will not have it, even though they have about 5 Axels per top 8 of any serious tournament series. I'm being facetious, obviously, but I haven't had an avenue to bring out my bad take, so this is literally my show, so I get to do whatever the fuck I want. Nice burst. Anyway. Yeah, I've been playing a bit of that, and it's been hard. It's been really difficult to try to rationalize what I'm doing, because I've always brute forced improvement, and I haven't really given myself the tools to learn in a proper manner, and in a manner that takes thinking and reviewing and stuff like that. Just kind of do everything on instinct, which has its limits clearly, and I've shown that. I don't want to point fingers, but it's should I give this take? I think it's a fine take. I think if I was not such a fucking rabid dumbass, I think the whole scene would be fucking crawling. But for now they do have a chance, and that's good on them, because they wouldn't otherwise. I guess that's just my my complexion. My complexion, that means nothing. I think it's the way that I'm built, which is wrong. I talk about this surprisingly often, but I have many diseases and conditions that make me unable to function as a normal human, and it sucks, but it's... yeah, no, it just sucks. But it's nice to have, like... how to say this? It's cool that I get to do more things out of spite. Because if you ask many of my closer friends, they'd say I'm very proficient at doing things out of spite, and with no greater motivation than that. I'd say that right now the fact that I'm still exiling myself from the Strive Quebec Discord is out of spite. I'd say that not changing my image from the asshole brat that I've always been is also out of spite, because I want to prove something to the world, and proving something to the world is everything I care about, because all of these conditions and fucking shitty stacks of gene code are really stacked against me, and I want to stick it to the world. And that's really all Despair's about, you know? Despair, that's a fun interpretation. I've always been very aggressive about saying despair a lot, and that might be taken as me being cringe, which it is, but that's not really the main point. I think that despair can have, like, ramifications, and in a way that I'd say it's just sticking it to something that you can't have control over. Yeah, something like that. I think it's rebellion against something. And despair is forever, man. Am I in a position to say that I'll forever be this way? No. You can never know the future fully, but I think that for now I'm not getting any better, and my therapy is certainly not helping, so I don't know what the fuck is the point. My mentality sucks, but at this point it's just a matter of wrangling it and not changing it, because it's too far gone. Probably. If I can get back to a point of pure intent, if I can rationalize myself to stop acting and thinking so destructively, so self-destructively, well, no, destructively in general, I suppose. Guys, deep down I know I'm a deeply logistical person. I like to think logically despite everything. And despite me having a less than stellar reputation for my takes, I think that they do come from a bit of logic from my own perspective. Oh, that guy just rage quit. Good. Fantastic. Did we even throw him once? Oh my lord. I need to fix a lot of things about my gameplay, man. It's every day that reality stares me in the face, every day that I try to play this game. It's really... no, it's not scary. Well, yeah, it is scary, because I've never really fixed something with intent. Well, maybe that's not true, but... oh, wait. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Where's Sin? Where's that Sin player? Sorry. Fuck me. Yeah. Fixing something with intent is difficult. I'd say most of the time it's just been by pure vibes, which can be said about a lot of my gameplay. Oh, I almost did it. I did it! Look, I'm learning slowly. I'm learning through brute force and pure fucking repetition. And when I'm staring in the face by a better player than me, I still freeze up and I still don't know anything about what I'm doing. My neutral is still shaky. My offensive pressure is a joke. My defense sucks. It's bad. It's so bad. And I don't know I don't know how to fix it, and that's just kind of the status quo for a long time. Wiimote is most likely to be my last event for a good while, and it sucks that it's... I wouldn't want to do it, but then again, I can't just leave it at where I'm at right now, sadly. Or else I'd gladly do it. Oh, nice. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro. You're annoying. Sorry, I'm losing track of my own conversation, my own self-fueled conversation, because I'm in awe at this moron's moronity. Really? Yeah. What to say about Wiimote, man? I was told earlier today that in my mind Wiimote was the second UMAD, you know? To a big fucking fuck off major, and that's just not the case. Apparently there's like 35 gentlemen and ladies registered currently. It's about 2 weeks out from the event. So that's reassuring and scary, I guess. Less people that disappoint, and then again, it's a lot easier to fall down when there's so few rounds, I think. This is gonna hurt. Yeah. I don't really know what to say about that. I'm just in a deep hole because currently I'm just focusing on school and on WoW and on other shit that's not this garbage. And look at that. Trying to play Strike Throw in 2023. Oh my god. I missed that. Okay. Yeah. But despite everything, I mean, everything is gonna be fine, probably. Wait, why am I saying this? That's not true. Am I trying to cheer myself up? Who am I trying to cheer up? It's really strange. I've never felt that way. I guess that's the deep depths of my fucking brain that we're racking right now, because I'm trying to do a solo podcast while playing a game of Guilty Gear. I hate Guilty Gear. It's so stupid. I wish I was better at it though. If I was better at it and I could understand more and I could stop getting knowledge checked by every character in the game, I'd say I could enjoy the game a bit more. But at that point, I don't know what to do about it. I'm just too scared. I think it's normal, right? The same thing happened in my previous competitive life in Smash Brooders. Where I was at a point where I could understand how things work at a high level. And I could understand I'm not there yet. And that's the biggest brick wall out of them all. I'm throwing you. Yeah. I think that brick wall is scary. And I'm still at a point where like I can understand exactly what's killing me, but I don't have a solution. I keep getting 2K'd by axles and chips and I can't do anything about it. I keep getting just dash blocked forever because I don't feel as though my character has good enough offensive pressure. Because everything I do is unsafe, and that's just kind of the reality of it. Despite what all the up players may say or speculate, this character doesn't feel good. This character just does not feel good. But then again, and then I say that, and then you just do a few whoosh dashes in neutral, and you feel so nice. But despair is forever, you know. I think that's definitely going to be the tagline of the episode. The title or the thumbnail or something else. Or both. I'll have to stick in Figma after this to Figma nuts, obviously, to figure out a thumbnail. Just kind of felt like doing a little impromptu episode. No scripts, no topic lists, nothing. Before, in the previous episodes, I usually had like a little post-it note. Well, not a real one, but a sticky note that you can use on your Windows device. To like have a few topics in mind, just to get... how do you say this in English? A relance? A relaunch? Just so that if I stale out, I just kind of have something to talk about. But I had enough on my heart today that even though it's really scrambled and rambly, I think that's kind of the selling point of the whole thing. Alright, we're gonna do this against Mr. Level 4000 Kai and really reel in on why the game is the way it is right now and why it feels so bad. Exemplified by a Kai matchup. I'll do my best to stay focused and clear-headed, but I hope that your day has been fine. I hope that... Oh, I've not been adapting well to school. Ever since I work at... You know, I work at... when I was working, that is, I worked at 9 AM. That was the first meeting of the day. So I work from home 4 days out of 5. So I just kind of woke up at 8:55 and I stayed and I just kind of waddled out of bed. I did my little meeting for stupid people, and then I could do my little work day. And now I have classes at 8 AM on presential? What do you call it? Presential? In person, right? And the bus from where I live is a fucking joke, and so I have to wake up at 6:25. So that's like 2.5 hours before. Ooh, nice. Bro. Bursting, no? So yeah, 6:55 when you're a sleepy bedhead bedtime snuggy wuggy is definitely difficult to say the least. And this morning I had you guys know what I'm talking about when I say I had little light worms in my vision. I was at the bus stop and I saw little light worms. I saw little worms in my fucking eyes. And there was like snow, so they only showed on asphalt, which is the black asphalt. And I'm done. It was kind of scary. I was like, are these real? I thought it snowed at first. I thought it was snowing. I thought it was snowing because, you know, you kind of see white little spots kind of whirling down from what you think is the sky, but it's actually just your vision getting clouded. Maybe this is just a little... I'm just saying this on camera, on microphone, and then someone will tell me you have eye cancer, and that's gonna be one more to add to the list, I guess. Not just water under the bridge at this point. The world is stacked against me, or so I've convinced myself. Is that true? Well, to a certain extent. I've been doing things that are undeniably asking for it, if you will, but some things, I'd say those are largely cause and effect. I'd say that I've always been validated, not really validated, but certainly I've always thought that the world was against me, so at that point it's just kind of self-fulfilling prophecy when I just kind of act like an asshole and get punished accordingly. And that kind of lucidity is not what you expect from me, right? But I guess that's just kind of what you get when I'm deep in a game of fucking Guilty Gear, huh? And all these lucid thoughts, I'm just kind of not giving myself enough credit there, but I do get them constantly, you know? I do think for myself when I make shitty decisions, but I tried to do airtime. But it's just so much easier to just keep keep working the fucking angle. Because that's the natural way for me. Oh my god. He missed his meaty. Yeah. Hate to say it, but that's actually how I fucking... my first instinct. And it's just my first instinct. I can think through things. As I said, I'm a pretty logical person despite everything. But that's mostly like... it mostly shows in the way I conduct myself and not the way I act. I speak, you know? Well, it's certainly not online. I'd say that a lot... well, everyone that speaks to me IRL have very, very different experiences than the online-only crew, and that's mostly intentional to a point. I'd say I'm a pretty big drama... how do you call it? Dramaturgist? When someone really likes acting, playing the part, that kind of thing. That's definitely me. I love doing that. I think it's very entertaining. And at a point, I do love me a bit of fucking petty drama and stuff like that. I think it's great. I think when people are in drama, they really show their true colors and they show their true opinions, and no matter what they say, man, that's just kind of what they've been feeling this entire time. Yeah, so I'd say that's a thing, but I was talking about something else, I'm pretty sure. Oh well, that was funny. What was I talking about? Does it matter? Lucid thoughts? I was talking about lucid thoughts and then losing all my thoughts. Now that's ironic. Yeah. I'm scared about Guilty Gear. I'm scared about the upcoming tournament. Despair is forever. I truly just forgot everything. I'm sorry. I truly am sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Vapor thrust. I'd say that enjoyment out of stupid things is a good thing to have sometimes. And sometimes not quite the right place. And sometimes I have trouble differentiating between what is fun for me and what is acceptable, I suppose. I hope you found this episode enlightening, because I think I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you very much for watching. It's been 28 minutes of impromptu audio rambling, where I lost my thoughts and played a bit of Guilty Gear. I hope to see you in... no, I don't hope to see you anywhere. Fuck you. You know what? That's the closing thoughts. That's the closing thoughts that do betray the entire intent of the entire episode. And you know what? It's better that way. Good night, everybody.